to Ruth Anderson and Teri Angel here for a meditation a day. Teri's joining us from New Delhi. We're so pleased to have her with us. Teri, thanks for being here.
Thank you, Ruth, and it's great to be here.
Teri,
Um,
there we go. The Wi-Fi is being a little
it is being a
frozen,
little
so
glitchy.
we're just going to do
Yeah,
our best.
but let's see.
Okay. Hopefully, when we close our eyes, hopefully things will calm down a
Let's
bit.
ask the angels to do
So,
that.
yes. So we are doing what we call meditation excavation, and that's where Teri and I meditate together, and we invite you to meditate right along with us. And we just share with you the messages that Spirit has for us as we go. So that's what we're doing. So please join us. Teri, do you want to start us off?
And I've asked the angels already to straighten out this internet stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you would join me to breathe. The breath is the connector. So we take a deep breath into our lungs and let it fill our lungs completely. And then exhale that back out slowly. And as you continue to just softly breathe in and breathe out, I am going to invite in our angelic realm, starting with Archangel Raphael in the east, Archangel Michael in the south, Archangel Gabriel in the west, and Archangel Uriel in the north. Let's allow Uriel to help us ground right now. And the way we do that is with that next breath that you take, let it go all the way down the length of your body. Feel it coming out the bottom of your feet like roots going down into the earth. This is to stabilize, center, balance us. And our Earth Mother is adding in a little bit of security for us, helping us to know this is a safe place to do this meditation and to do your spiritual work. So let's bring that energy up, draw it up with your breath, and anchor it into your heart center. And now, with your next breath, let's focus it on the divine. So we want to take that breath into our lungs and envision your energy frequency rising up and up, higher and higher, until we get to the great central sun and we meet with the Creator and with all of the divine. Divine Mother is very present with us here. Christ Jesus, the Holy Spirit, angels and archangels, masters and loved ones. And we invite that energy to come down now through our crown chakra and into our heart center and anchor there with the earth energy. And we're just going to see what happens with all of this beautiful, grounded, divine energy. We'll see where the meditation takes us today. And I feel that Divine Mother has a lot to bring forth for us and to point out to us. So just breathe in with us and let's see what happens.
Thank you, Teri. I'm also feeling Archangel Raphael.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of amused because what I saw was, when you write a word going down and then every letter is representing another word. So the word that I was given was calm. And I said, okay, so what's the C? And they said, quiet. And I said, well, that starts with a Q. They said, okay, well, you can spell it how you want, but it stands for quiet. And it was standing for quiet, all that is limiting me. Because when we are in that place of rush, rush, go, go, frenetic energy, that limits us. So that one was calm. And then they showed me settle. So SETTLE going down the side. And it stood for shh. Everyone take 10 little exhales. So we're just supposed to settle down and be calm for just a few minutes here.
Yes, I love them.
I am definitely feeling Raphael and Divine Mother.
Hmm. Little exhales remind me of the breath of fire that we do in Reiki meditation and in quantum touch, just releasing a little bit at a time. And it feels so good to do that.
Yesterday, Teri, I was sharing with you that I received a message about sovereignty. And the message was really about claiming who you are.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, in this calmness, this stillness, I see us both sitting like in royal regal chairs. And I think this is about claiming our sovereignty as a divine being. Teri, when I say sovereignty, what does that bring up for you?
It brings up worthiness, because I think to be sovereign, you have to understand that you are worthy. We all are. So being sovereign is not that we're above anybody else. It's we are right there with God, knowing that it's our birthright, that we are blessed with this. So I just want to sit in that calmness, understanding that sovereignty, being at one with God. That's what it means to me.
Mhm. I agree. So, friends, as you're sitting here in meditation, just soak into what does that mean to accept your sovereignty as a divine being? Some of you may be caught up in the term divine being. And if you think about the fact that we are made in the image of God, we've got the spark of the divinity within us, that oneness with the Creator. That's the divine aspect that we're talking about.
Absolutely. I also heard it means don't play small. Don't make yourself smaller than anyone else. You are worthy, and that means that you sit upright in your divine authority and your divine authenticity, knowing who you are. Like Ruth said, that spark is in all of us. Nobody's left out, nobody's excluded.
When you talk about divine authority, Teri, owning that divine authority, to me, that means I'm not going to let somebody else step all over me. I'm not going to let somebody else dim my light. I'm, as Dr. Ellen Albertson says, I'm not going to let somebody else insult my soul. Standing in your divine authority.
It also means not playing the victim. Nobody can make you feel a certain way unless you allow it. And if you're standing in your divine authority, you know that you are in the driver's seat, not anybody else. The things that go on in the world, you have a choice in how you're going to see that and how you're going to respond. And if you're thinking somebody's doing something to you, then step back a minute and observe. Where are you allowing others to create an energy inside of you that's less than godly? Stand in that divine authority. There's been a lot that's been coming up for me in meditation lately about truth. So, also standing in your divine truth of who you are and speak your words that you want to say under divine guidance. Don't let anybody close off your voice or your communication. Own your truth as a divine being and live that truth. You live it by speaking it, and you live it through your actions.
Beautiful. They were showing me just even a sweatshirt that said something, and it was about your branding. How are you presenting yourself out into the world? Which goes along with what Teri was saying about the speaking and the acting. But even what are you wearing? What messages are you putting out there, even subliminally? But that's all part of your branding of who you are. You're showing people who you are all the time, even if you're not doing it with words. That can also include how you let other people treat you. If there's a relationship where you're letting somebody else control you, keep you small, like Teri said, you're showing other people that that's okay. Is it time to let go of some of those things that keep you from presenting yourself in your sovereignty?
And Ruth, I'm hearing also when you have a lack mentality, that's playing small. That's not saying I'm divine, that I'm worthy. If you're constantly worried about money or abundance or anything that's in your life, that maybe you're not going to have enough, then that's saying I'm not trusting. I'm not trusting God for to meet my needs and to have what it is that is going to help me live on this earth planet. So the lack mentality is huge. And it's something that comes from thinking that if somebody else has it, I can't. But there's plenty for everyone. We are all worthy to have what we need.
And they're showing me that how we spend our time demonstrates how we feel about ourselves. If you're losing hours to, let's say, TikTok or the news or social media, that's not you being in your strength, in your position of sovereignty. It's kind of going numb. So, how are you spending your time? Our time is limited. We only have so many years in this lifetime. Are you using them to help become everything that your soul wants to become?
Yeah, the angels have said so many times, you're only here for a minute. What are you going to do with that minute? And that really puts it into perspective for me. And I know a lot of people say, oh my gosh, this year has just flown by. I don't even know what happened this year. We'll make a point of knowing what happened. Make a point every day of being present instead of, like Ruth said, being distracted or wasting your time and your energy on things that aren't important, that won't even matter at the end of the day.
I just suggested writing a list of those things that make you feel like you're really in the right place, living your soul's calling. What are those activities that make you feel like I'm on the right track? And then look at that list and do those things. Spend more time doing those things that really feel like you are right where you should be.
Then I suggest writing about them as you're doing them. One of the nudges that I got was this is the end of this year. and it's the last month of this year. So I'm creating a memory every day that I write about. And that way, when I come and turn a new year, I'll know that I ended this one on a high note. I ended it with so much love and joy from all those memories. So just little things like that to focus on what is important instead of maybe a TV show. And there's nothing wrong with watching TV, but when you waste your time on things that don't matter, then you miss out on so many blessings.
I just heard the words to spend time being in the moment.
Mm.
When we're worried about the future or we're suffering about something in the past, we're not in the moment.
Mhm.
They just put sashes on us. And I was trying to read them, and it's not a language that I understand. So I was asking what was the meaning of the sash. And it's about being authentically you, being you in your fullest form, not trying to be anybody else, but truly being you and all that your soul is wanting to be.
And there's a favorite quote, and I don't remember who said it, but it says, just be you. Everybody else is already taken. So just be you. We don't have to emulate anybody else, try to act like them or walk or talk like them. Just be you. I think this whole meditation can be summed up with one word, and that's awareness. Be aware. Step away for a moment and just ask yourself, what am I thinking? What am I doing? What are these words coming out of my mouth? How am I feeling and how am I treating others and making other people feel? Do they feel acknowledged? Do they feel seen and heard? So be aware of your presence with each now moment. because there really is only the now. This is all we got.
Harry, can you hear the dog barking?
None.
Good. So the question comes up, if you are sitting in your sovereignty, what are you going to do today? Is today going to look different than yesterday? Maybe there'll be conversations that you would have today as you realize your place, the importance of what you bring to the table. Do you carry yourself differently? Do you spend your time differently? Do you respect yourself differently? Raphael is putting a crown on our heads. Everybody has a crown. As you said, Teri, it's not that anybody's any better than anybody else. The crowns are different because we're all different.
Yeah,
Teri, can you see the crowns?
I do. I like mine. More like a tiara.
Yeah, exactly. I like yours too.
Yours is very shiny.
Well, and they're all different because we are all different in the eyes of God. We're each cherished for who we are.
And they're to help us remember who we are, remember our magnificence.
Well, and it's beautiful. I just asked Raphael if there was anything else, and he was presenting us to the Creator.
That's why I saw a bright light.
Mm. Beautiful.
Hmm.
Just to be presented to the creator like that is so beautiful.
Yes, it feels very special.
Well, friends, what do your crowns look like? You could even draw them out if you feel like being artistic, draw it, color it in. Keep it as a symbol somewhere where you're reminded just how important you are in the eyes of God. Teri, I'm not getting that there's anything else. Are you?
I was just relishing that bright light and just being there with the creator. Just envision that. Just sitting there, knowing that this is the all powerful one that gives all life, that created us out of love. And my heart just gets so full just thinking about how I can show that love back because it's so huge. It fills the entire heart space. Beautiful. Yeah, I think that's the message. Be aware. Be aware of how you're being in this experience, what you're doing, what you're saying. And then when it comes to the end of it, you can look back with no regrets and say, I lived and I loved and did the best I could.
Yeah, be authentically you.
Yes.
That's why you're here.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you, Teri. Well, friends, thank
Thank
you
you.
for being at Enlightened World Network. We're just enjoying our journey with you of learning something new every single day. So glad to have you with us. So, friends, take good care. God bless. We'll see you soon.